you guys a question. What makes us human? Is it because of the past that offered good and bad experiences? Or is it your undying vows? Vows that you promise to your friends, family, and loved ones? Or is it emotional attachment that you build in our daily lives? How did you discover the secrets that lure in your head that even you yourself cannot discover? We all have stories. Stories that made us who we are. Stories that makes us human. And at the end of the day, we're left standing and wondering how we are to decode the answers left to the inevitable questions in life. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Gamiel Huang, and this is my story. I'm not the same little kid you're looking at right now. We all have these restraints that forbids us to take on challenges and conflicts. Challenges like this, for example, standing here and speaking in front. Public speaking is considered as one of the top fears of people. Just like you, I have all the excuses in the world as to not to speak. Excuses like, I'm an introvert, I'm shy, I'm scared, I got feces in my underwear. But no, that's gross. But sometimes, you're just gonna have to give in. Because my tendency is that I have this fear of being neglected, humiliation and rejection. Things that I wouldn't even dare cross paths with. I couldn't deal with nothingness. You know what I mean by nothingness? It's the mere case of no one's giving a damn about what you're saying whatsoever. So, I quit. I gave up. Instead of seizing opportunities, I slacked off. Playing video games every day, lying on the couch and master video games. But sometimes, you're just gonna have to jump in and take the dive. You know that feeling that you can do anything, brave and all that, until when it's just right in front of you. You freeze, you stop, and hesitate. I'm so afraid. I couldn't deal with it. Every single one of it is all nothingness. But something changed. Something changed inside of me. Something that gave me this motivation. I was in this public speaking class, and there's this girl. You know what I'm getting at. I wanted to be a semi-tall, dark, and debatably handsome kind of guy. So what the natural, obnoxious guy would do is to become loud. But not normally loud. I mean, weird loud. But nah, it didn't happen. Nah, she didn't get my attention. So what I did was do it in an academic stance. So I took it seriously, my public speaking class. As I'm writing down my speech, all this emotion starts gushing out, and it turned to words. So I stood up, went inside the classroom and delivered my speech. Boy, all of these nervousness, all of these emotions that's keeping me from speaking just went out. She was the only one that I saw. All of those other audiences were blurred. She changed me. From mastering video games to attending public speaking trainings, who would have thought that my future girlfriend would turn me into someone so different? But the inevitable happened. We broke up. And I got my answer. I thought I lost everything. It's like a big piece of me has been taken away, but no. It gave me more motivation because I thought that I can do this on my own. I just needed a little push. I felt free. Free from the steel bars of hesitation. The chains that once held me down is now broken. I'm not the kind of guy that hides behind the shadows of others. No. I'm now a man with expression. A man who appreciates sensible discussions. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Gamiel Huang, and this is my story. Not the end, but it has only just begun. We open the floor to questions.
What is your ideal girlfriend?
I never really thought of that. I believe in love at first sight. I know it's cheesy, but once at first glance, I feel that she's the one. I'm an old-fashioned girl, and I just gave in. Seeing her for the first time, just went for the dive. And luckily, she triggered something that's in that was locked.
I have a question. What caused you to fall out of love?
It's a bit personal, but I'll share it with you guys. To be honest, I fall out of love very quickly. I thought she was the one, but you know, I'm pretty young, so.
Did you guys do anything special, anything related to the theme and human is to discuss? That's why even after you broke up, that kind of trait stayed with you. Is there something special in your bond, or is there a special characteristic in the girl that made you change? What is that something that made you change and that made you continue on your strive to be someone more intellectual?
At first, I thought it was just a hormone drive. That I'm a man, I'm gonna get this. But in the long run, she proved me wrong. I thought she was just a girl that I could do like. But you know, in the long run, she talked. She gave me confidence. She pushed me. Even in this my first competition at school, I was really nervous. When I was in the stage, I was just looking at her and just smiling and feeling all confident. So she shared the confidence. I know we got this first spot.
For my question, so based on your personal experience, do you think, or do you want to personally endorse it to fellow young people like you, relationships making them, giving them more motivation, keeping them more inspired, since even the breakup, based from your speech, positively affected you as a person?
Well, yeah, kind of. Because when you're in a relationship, you speak. It's not like your other friends. They're your relationship with your friends, or even your best friends. When you're in this romantic relationship, even the most darkest secrets gets uncovered. And when you discover that she just takes it away, she doesn't mind what you did in the past. And that grew on me, especially when a time when I was caught cheating. But she understood. I swear I was drunk that day. I swear I was really drunk. And you know, she's a different girl.